All right, let's talk about something that can literally change your life. We're diving into the core idea from Damon Zahariades' book, The Art of Saying No. And it's all about how one of the shortest words we have is actually the single greatest tool for getting your productivity and, honestly, your sanity back.
Just think about it for a second. What if there was just one word that could magically free up an hour in your day? An hour to finally focus on your most important work, or maybe just protect your weekends so you can actually, recharge for once. Well, that word is No. Simple, right? But for most of us, it is one of the hardest things in the world to say. So today, we're going to break down exactly why that is, and more importantly, how you can finally master it. Okay, so if saying no is this amazing superpower, why is it so dang hard to do? Well, the answer is something most of us have fallen into: the universal yes trap. The truth is, we've been trained our entire lives to say yes. I mean, think back. As kids, saying no to our parents, that probably didn't go over so well. Then in school, we said yes to fit in, to make friends, to belong. And of course, once we started our careers, it was yes, yes, yes to every single opportunity, hoping to get ahead. It's basically a lifelong habit. And all that conditioning, it creates these really powerful but totally false beliefs in our heads. We start to assume that whatever we're working on must be less important than what someone else is asking for. We convince ourselves that saying no is just plain selfish. And the biggest one, we are terrified it's going to damage our relationships. So how do we break free from this trap? Well, it's not about memorizing some clever script. It's about a fundamental shift in your mindset. Let's walk through 3 really powerful realizations that will give you the strength to finally say no. First up, we have to completely reframe this idea of selfishness. We have this deep-seated fear that saying no makes us a bad person. But the reality, it's the exact opposite. Think about it. When you say yes to absolutely everything, you get stretched thin, you get exhausted, you even get resentful. I mean, what good are you to anyone when you're running on empty? By saying no to protect your own time and energy, you're actually filling up your emotional tank, which gives you way more capacity to be generous when it truly matters. Now, this next one feels kind of backwards, but stick with me. Saying no doesn't damage your relationships. It actually strengthens them. When people learn that your time is valuable and that you don't just give it away freely, they respect it, and you, so much more. And this brings us to probably the most crucial realization of them all. Every single time you say yes to something, you are by default saying no to something else that you value. There's always a hidden cost. So what are those things you're accidentally saying no to? It usually falls into one of 3 buckets, the 3 Ps. Your people, that's quality time with your family and friends. Your project, that's making progress on the work you're actually passionate about. And your personal well-being, the stuff you need to do to recharge, like exercise or just getting some rest. Every time you say yes to a random request, you're sacrificing one of these. Okay, so with this new mindset locked in, let's get practical. How do you actually say the word no without being a jerk or offending anyone? Let's open up the toolkit. The book gives us 3 beautifully simple methods for a respectful no: the categorical no, referencing a commitment, and the counteroffer. Let's break them down one by one. The categorical no is genius because it completely removes the personal element. See, you're not rejecting the person, you're just stating your policy. Using phrases like, I have a rule, or I've just stopped doing, makes your no feel like an objective fact. It's not about them, it's just the way you operate now. Next up, you can reference a commitment. This is so effective because nobody wants to be that person who makes you break a promise. You can just say, sorry, I can't, I'm already fully committed to another project, or I've made a commitment to myself to hit the gym at lunch. And listen, even if that commitment is just to yourself, it is 100% valid, and people almost always respect it. And finally, there's the counteroffer. This is your go-to when you really do value the relationship and you want to show that you're a team player. You say no to the big initial request, but you come back with a smaller, more manageable offer. I can't join that hour-long meeting, but I'd be happy to email you my thoughts. You protect your own time while still being helpful. It's a total win-win. So let's pull all this together. Saying no isn't really about being negative or avoidant. It's actually all about what you gain on the other side, your newfound yes. You see, mastering the art of no is what finally gives you the power and the freedom to say a real, enthusiastic yes to your true priorities.
You'll actually become more generous, your relationships will get stronger, and you can finally protect those 3 Ps: your people, your projects, and your personal well-being. So, I'll leave you with this question. Once you start strategically and gracefully saying no to all the things that drain you, what is the first big, exciting, important thing that you are finally going to say yes